Hey everyone, my name is Nate. I am going to be talking about social media, the ethics of social media in the workplace. The part I want to focus on is whether or not companies should be able to use personal social media as part of an evaluation of that employee's work performance or their character, or even use it for potential candidates. First, I want to kind of clarify what I'm considering to be personal social media. So it would be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, um, and of course that would not include any of those sites if someone is using it for work. So if your work provides you with a Facebook, I wouldn't be considering that because that does need to be monitored. Um, and I'm excluding LinkedIn because I do feel like that sole purpose of that is to network with businesses and potential employers. So I don't think that should be included in this either. Um, Employers looking at potential candidates on social media, using what they do in their personal time to determine if they would be a good employee. Is that all right to do? Is that ethical? Um, they're looking at what type of pictures they post, their political views, their religious views, um, pictures. I mean, it can be pictures with alcohol. Um, so if it's a company that does not agree with that, should that even be able to be taken into consideration? Now, what I found online is that a lot of companies are concerned with legal risks of discovering information about protected characteristics such as race, gender, religion, and things like that. So when they're pursuing candidates and they look on their social media and they find that information out, it's a legitimate concern they have with how to deal with that. So another important aspect of it is, should a company be able to use social media to find out information about current employees? So, going back to what I said about what people do in their free time, they're looking at pictures they post, the views they post, the comments they post on other people, on other people's threads on Facebook or anything really. Should this be used to determine if the person is representing the company in a good manner? I mean, someone may come in every day early, never take off work. They might be the best employee, but they also might post things every night of what they're doing, of their nightlife, or going out every night, or um, their political views. Um, and should this change the employer's view of this hardworking employee? Another issue with using social media is that is punishing an employee for this type of behavior. So this is kind of where it gets tricky. So it depends on if the company has a policy in place. So if the company states that they're able to look on your social media for certain things, is that okay too? Should it be okay for an employee to be punished for posting something negative about another employee or negative about the company? So that kind of goes back to whether or not the company has a disclaimer or um, a privacy rule. It just kind of depends on what the company has in place. So my view on this whole thing is that it is not the best ethical choice, and clearly it can increase the legal risks. Um, if social media is used in any determination of current employees or in hiring new candidates, if social media wasn't a thing, we wouldn't even be able to see what those people were doing outside of work. So why should it matter to us right now? So that person, they may go talk about the company in a negative way. The only difference is now they can post it online for their friends to see versus talking about it. Um, there are benefits for the employer to look at the social media page, but I just think the risks and the invasion of privacy outweighs that. And an option that a lot of companies can do, including the company that I work for, is that they enforce a disclaimer so that you do have to post a disclaimer on any social media site that you have where it states where you work. So if I say that I work for Clayton Homes, and I have to have a disclaimer on my webpage stating that any post or content that I have do not reflect any company values or opinions. I think that that is one thing that should, definitely be taken into consideration. It should probably be something that most companies do. Um, but I don't think companies should be able to use people's social media to determine um, that person when trying to consider them for a job, or when trying to figure out if they're a good employee or not. That it's just going to depend on that person, and I don't think that that's really reasonable. But I do look forward to hearing from everyone, and I'm curious to see what everyone thinks about it. Thanks.